Buchowitz Blind Football Cup with the last decision, last stage, and we are looking for the second semi-finalist. We are looking for the opponent of Once de Madrid in the second semi-final, and it's going to be decided in this last match, on this last group match in this Sunday early morning. It's FC St. Pauli, the recent German champion, heading against Teenietra Kraków, which got support by Sprint Wrocław, so it's a Polish mixed team, a Polish kind of Polish selection. And the situation in this group is quite easy. Cracovia with 2-0 draws. They are closer than St. Pauli, who lost and had a 0-0 draw. So the situation is any draw or victory of Cracovia, let them go to the semi-final. Any victory for St. Pauli will put St. Pauli in a comfortable position to force Once de Madrid in the second semi-final in 2 hours. So that could be an advantage for Madrid in any case. No matter they force, the team has only 1 hour rest.
Yes, so essentially St. Pauli need a win and that's it. Or Krakow, a draw will be enough. So it's all on this game, and it was all on the previous game as well. So it's nice that the two group stages have actually come down to the final games in those groups to see not only for the two teams playing who goes through, but also for players of other teams who are sitting by the side of the field listening to this commentary. And of course, for those, many of these results would make a lot of difference. Just like with Avoid Bruno last time, they needed the result that happened for them to progress forward.
And there is only one team in this tournament hadn't conceded a goal, and it's exactly the Polish team. It's Bednarchevich in the goal. He's the only goalkeeper, haven't got a goal against him. And remembering the situation, a third draw, goalless draw, would permit Krakow to go in semi-finals. So we will see if white sheet, how you call it in English, if a goalie is
clean sheet.
Clean sheet. It's clean sheet for Bednarchevich, and we will see if he could celebrate also a clean sheet in the third match. I'm quite sure that Krakow will start very defensively, as regarding that a draw is enough for them. And Pauli, from minute 1, St. Pauli is forced to score. From our position, St. Pauli playing from right to left, and blue shirt wearing Krakow, the Polish squad, playing from left to right. It's St. Pauli having the kickoff. Paul Ruge and Serdar Salebi are right there to take the kickoff.
Yeah, the white shirts of St. Pauli get underway, and instantly on the attack is Paul Ruge on the right-hand side. He cuts to the broken line. Naez is on the left and goes towards the centre. There's Ruge. He's got Paulinho on the back of his shirt. Nice little back heel to Salebi. Salebi back inside his own half. He's going to try and dribble round and then pass the ball down the left-hand side off the kickboard for Rasmus Naez. Naez into a central position, stops, back onto his left foot, dragged back on his right. Now he's 8 metres from goal, central position, shot takes a couple of deflections, hasn't reached the goalkeeper yet. It's just outside his goalkeeping square, and Krakow can just try and clear their lines. They've got one player forward, but Naez is tenacious, holding on to the shirt actually of his opposition player Salonika, and Salonika just knocks it downfield out of the way, and that's the first attack survived by Krakow, and I don't think it's going to be the last, because here comes down the centre of the field number 9, Philip Berzen. Berzen from the defensive position to the edge of the D, can't get a shot off on goal. It's just on the edge of the square, and it's pushed wide, and it will be a goalkeeping restart for Krakow, but St. Pauli straight away on the attack.
Is what we expected. Bednarchevich with a goal clearance. He threw it in far away to player with the number 3, Mirchan. We give him the wrong name yesterday. We thought it was Bichkowski, but yesterday in the evening after the dinner, he told me, hey, you named me the whole day wrong. I'm Robert Mirchan. Now we know it better. So Robert Mirchan with the number 3 is the offense striker, but it's ball position for Paul Ruge for St. Pauli. Already crossed over the broken line. He tried to step in the lead, but blocked by player with number 5, Tchaikovsky. Tchaikovsky losing this, solving this situation and trying to go forward, but no way to go through, blocked by Paul Ruge, but the ball is close to the D. Tchaikovsky is still again there, tries to shoot by turning around, and it's Bichkowski with the number 5. I don't know, we will check it. to don't miss another name. We can do this because there is a corner for sure. There is Merkcan, and we will see who's another player.
So it's going to be a corner from the left-hand side. Corner from the left.
Number 5.
For Krakow.
Who's number 5?
Taken by number 3.
Okay, thanks.
And Mikatian goes back to the halfway line, and an attack could turn into defence here because chasing down is Pauli Ruga. Ruga for St. Pauli inside the centre circle. Now inside the opposition third, just overruns the ball. Mikatian is back for Krakow. Now Mikatian, who's the main attacking threat for Krakow, goes to the ground, possibly has rolled his ankle there. It's going to be, bangs the floor, he's not happy at all. I think it was obviously a foul, but also I think he actually stood on the board as well, and he might have just slightly rolled his ankle. Can he put weight on his right leg? Yes, he can at the moment, but he's a very combative centre forward. You can see his emotions on the outfield. He's banging the floor a couple of times actually, and the kickboard already in the first few minutes.
Or bringing against opponents, as we seen yesterday, so he's very, very emotionally player. And yeah, it was a mix between a foul, a short pushing by Celebi, but what it was painful, it was that he stepped on the ball and slipped away. That was painful for his ankle, but he stands there, he can continue, and he can take this free kick. Merkcan is right there. There will be the tip in by Bichkowski, with player with the number 5. So posts are located by the guide. 12 meters distance. Merkcan tries to shoot, but he don't hit the ball perfectly, only with the forward of his right foot, and it goes far away in the corner, wide of 5 meters. It's a goal clearance for Grönau. 4 minutes played, we have to draw. Krakow need still 0-0. Celebi on the right side, going forward, already in the center circle, crossed it over the left wing, now in broken line, in the final third, it's still Sera Celebi dribbling away, setting under pressure by Šitek, but it don't reach him. Nice switch to Rasmus Nayes here, close to our reporting, commentating desk. There is Nayes dribbling along on the broken line, stepped on the ball on the right foot, passed it smoothly 2 meters to Celebi. Nice control by German number 10. He goes on the right kickboard, going backwards again to open the defense, turns around, now he could speed up, but he changed again the direction, tries to shoot with the left foot, but he missed it for 2 meters wide left post. 5 minutes played, goal clearance for white sheet Bednachowicz. Clean sheet Bednachowicz.
Roll out to the edge of his own D. Being brought forward now is Bukowski. Passes down the line for Mikatian. Mikatian loses out to Celebi, and now it's another attack for St. Pauli. Down the centre, over the halfway line. Celebi goes past the broken line, a couple of defenders in front of him, and he just loses track of the ball, and it can be cleared through Bukowski, but only up to halfway, where Pauli Ruga, Rasmus Nayes actually tackles and wins the ball back for St. Pauli. Loses out though to Bukowski. Now Celebi comes across in the midfield third on the far right hand side for St. Pauli to win it back for the white shirts, the German champions. He'll be looking for a victory here. They need a victory to go through to the semi-finals. Pauli Ruga tries to do something about that. Down the centre, past the broken line, being followed by this defence who have performed so well so far here in Mukovica. But his ball goes straight through the goalkeeper's legs, into the back of the net. A shot from inside the D, right-hand side, went straight between the goalkeeper's legs, and it's the goal that St. Pauli have been craving.
Yeah, nice dribbling by Pauli Ruga. He skips 3 defenders. Unluckily for Polish defense, they run in each other and falling down 2 players. And then the other unlucky situation is Bednachowicz was not able to close his legs fast enough. Yesterday we seen from him 2 or 3 times a very unusual save with his knees when he go down on the ball. This time he tried to save it with the feet, but he cannot close his legs, and he passed through. Pauli Ruga makes the 1-0 lead. St. Pauli needs 6.5 minutes played, and now Krakow is under pressure. They need to score, and they tried it with Merkcan. Merkcan looking for the finish from far away, from 14 meters, and he hit the target. It going wide, and clearance by Grönau. Grönau is looking for Nayes. Nayes switches the side on the right wing to Celebi. The ball jumps off from the kickboard. Celebi controls it very well. He could looking for his teammate again on the left side. It's what he does. He finds Nayes on the other side. He could switch again. Now St. Pauli is trying to switch and let the defense run, but this time the pass was incomplete by Nayes, and the player with the number 5, Biczkowski going to get on the position of the ball. It's Biczkowski trying to looking for his teammate, but he was on the wrong side. Ball position win conquered by Paul Ruge, who tried to dribble but stepped on the ball, so he missed the position of the ball for a second, and this time used by Biczkowski to get the ball position for Cracovia, but his pass attempt was incomplete. Counter-attack opportunity for Celebi. Celebi over the right wing, already on the broken line, center position. He took the left way, tries to go into the D. He shoots, but missed the right post for 1 meter wide, and it's rest 1-0, 8 minutes played. Goal clearance for Krzysztof Bednarcevic.
Yeah, you wonder that now this goal has gone in, whether that's kind of broken the resolve of Krakow, who are on the left through Mkhitaryan inside his own half. They've so far not conceded a goal in the tournament before that opener in this game, and they've had something to hold on to in these games. Here comes Salibi down the right, and I think another goal in this game for St. Pauli would really seal the points that they need. It's in midfield with Pauli Ruge. Now he goes one way, now another. Edge of the D, shoots. Goalkeeper parries it right on the edge of his goalkeeping square. It wasn't a good connection by Pauli Ruge. I think if he had better connection on the ball, it would have beat the goalkeeper. He's trying to get another opportunity. Just tangled of legs outside of the Krakow D. And now the all-in-blue team from Poland will try and bring it out. Up to the broken line. It's with Bukowski. He's wrestling with Nias. Nias has his hands all over him, holding his shirt as well. The referee on the near side, Christian Young, had his whistle to his mouth, non-given, being forced back into their own half by Nias and Salibi. Salibi will pick it up inside the opponent's third. On the right-hand kickboard, being forced back to the broken line. He's got Nias square, left-hand side, but he ignores him and goes himself. Central position, edge of the D, just overruns the ball, stops, and lets the ball catch up to him. Now he's over to the left-hand side, kickboard. Salibi, just being tackled. But at the moment, all that Krakow can do is when they tackle a player from St. Pauli, they can just clear their lines, clear their own third, because they're being forced back. Nice back heel, but only up to halfway. There's no one forward for Krakow, which means that it will be Pauli Ruge to start to run from distance. Over the broken line, into the final third. Central position, he can shoot from there. Shoots, just missing the top right-hand corner. It was a scooped effort, and I'm thinking if it was going to dip into the net, I don't think the goalkeeper would have got there.
Yeah, it was a hidden shot. Late to see for Bednarcevic, but missed the target for 20-30 centimeters. Ball position now is for Mirkcan. He's alone there against 4 defenders. He tried to going forward with tipping the ball in, and then he was holded by Nias. He fell down, and there's a free kick for Krakow. 10 minutes played, so first half of the first half is done, and St. Pauli is there with the lead they need by the goal by Paul Ruge, and it was team foul number 2 against St. Pauli. So on this point of view, they need to be a bit careful, not giving away and giving the opportunity for Krakow to score by a double penalty, remembering that after the third team foul in one half, every consecutive team foul, there is a double penalty.
That's exactly right. St. Pauli have the game at their mercy at the moment. They've got that early goal. It's what they wanted, and they're not being pressurised. So by giving away free kicks, a flipped free kick forward is a complete example to the edge of the goalkeeping square, kicked away by Sven Grono in goal for St. Pauli. There's no real danger at the moment for St. Pauli, so they just need to keep calm, not give away any needless fouls. Rasmus Nias inside the centre circle, playing it out to the right-hand side. They've got players who can come on as well, so they can actually take players off the field if they want St. Pauli. They've got a decent squad here in Mukovica. Salebi just losing out and then wins it back inside the opposition half, plays it down the left for Nias to chase, and Nias keep it from going down the play. No, he can't. It's going to be a goalkeeping start for Krakow, and well, their main attacking threat is down the left at the moment through Mkhitaryan. But Mkhitaryan doesn't pick it up. It's with Petrovsky inside his own third. Tackled though by Pauli Ruge. Ruge into the final third, into the D, shoots wide of the right-hand post from the left-hand side, where he approached the D, got inside the D, swung a right boot at the ball. It went wide of the right-hand post, and the goalkeeper, the referees have just stopped play here. So a timeout called by the referee. Once again, it's continuous clocks here. 20 minutes for each half, and the clock's already stopped from 2 things. One, with the referee timeout here, for example, tying shoelaces or an injury, and then the other would be a timeout called by either side.
Rasmus Nias, who was the one who asking for this referee timeout, doing his shoelaces. In the moment it was Will, they say thank you very much to the referees, give him the chance and the time to do it. 12 minutes played, Cracovia on the position of the ball, but they lose it fast with Bichkowski against the Ruge. Ruge tried to go behind the ball, but it goes wide in the left corner. It goes over the goal line, and there is a goal clearance. But before we have this goal clearance, there is a timeout called by Kraków, and I'm quite sure that the coach of Kraków now giving some information. Unfortunately, I'm not speaking Polish, but as you say, the game is going to favor to St. Pauli. They are better in the match, and maybe coach will say now to his team, keeping up higher pressure to maybe force St. Pauli to make more fouls, commit more fouls, that they have the opportunity to score by a double penalty.
Yeah, I think it's a sensible decision to have the timeout here, because they've obviously got the timeout for the second half. It's not going their way. All the play is with St. Pauli, so I think it's a good opportunity to get the team together and maybe change the plan that they started off with, because of course they conceded really early. So whatever plan they started with had to have changed. Now let's have another plan.
Exactly, but until now it not seems like they are playing like they are back. They are down with 1 goal. They are playing the same from minute 1. It's same like it's still a draw game, but St. Pauli's elite, they are forced to come. And until now, there was no reaction from Kraków to this St. Pauli goal by Paul Ruge, Paulinho, as he written it on his shirt. He gets last information by coach Wolf Schmidt, who's close to him there, putting his hand on his shoulder, encourages him, giving some last information. The media is there as well with a photo, so maybe just this scene I talked about in a couple of minutes, you've seen it on Facebook, on the social media channels of our boy Brno. I can highly recommend to visit them on Facebook with a lot of lovely photos and information around the tournament. Always 2 or 3 people running around with cameras, and very authentic photos taken here everywhere. Timeout is done. We jumped in with this explained clearance from captain Krzysztof Bednarczewicz, who given a short roll to Bichkowski, was close to the D, picked up the ball and now started to dribble. Every St. Pauli player is in their own half, so deep inside, pass nice to Merkcan, now so to Krzyszkowski, sorry. Krzyszkowski in the opportunity in the D, but blocked by Nayes. The ball goes into the goalie box and cleared with a right-footed shot by Gronau to the right kickboard, looking for his teammate Celebi, but Merkcan controlled the ball, blocked this with his body and tried to turn around and looking for the switch to Krzyszkowski to now, in my opinion, seems to gain more forward, so this could be the tactical advice of his coach. But he loses the ball against Rasmus Nayes, 7.5 minutes to play in this first half. The ball goes to Celebi already in the final third, in the attacking third. Celebi goes into the center, 10-meter distance, 3 defenders in front of him. He turned around to open the space, and now he is in the center line, almost at his teammate Nayes, but he does it by his own over the left wing. He tried to accelerate and tried to hit the ball and shoot with the left foot, but he mishit. It goes wide over the line, thrown in by Bednarczewicz, 7 minutes to go.
Yeah, Krzyszkowski down the right-hand side. It's definitely a tactic change by Kraków, and why not? Because you do need a draw. There's no point trying to hang on to this 1-goal deficit. At the moment, St. Pauli are just piling forward, so you might as well put pressure on them. Yes, you might leave yourself open at the back, but again, a defeat is no good. The ball is inside the St. Pauli third. Krzyszkowski here with a chance on the right-hand side. Shoots, but wide. It was from a right angle, and it went straight on rather than an angle towards the goal. And Sven Granov, the goalkeeper for St. Pauli, will drop the ball outside of his D to Rasmus Nayes, who's on the left-hand side of his own third. Nayes will dribble towards the centre and now play the ball nicely over the halfway line to the right, controlled by Celebi. Celebi, with his back to the goal that he's attacking, plays it back to Paula Ruga. Nice interchange here by the St. Pauli players. Paula Ruga over halfway, down the centre. Now he's on the right-hand side, past the broken line. Paula Ruga, chance for a shot, shoots wide of the left-hand post, and it will be a goalkeeping restart. But because there's only 2 defenders now on the edge of the Kraków D, it means that when a player for St. Pauli goes forward, there's only 2 to play against rather than the 3 that have been there for much of this first half, where there's 6 minutes remaining. It's with Mkhitaryan on the left, inside St. Pauli territory. He's got 2 players with him, though, and he's going to be out-crowded here. And a swing and caught the leg of Paula Ruga. Play on, says referee Stuart Winton. Mkhitaryan gets forced back, now plays it forward to the right, where his teammate Krzyszkowski tries to pick it up, but it's with Rasmus Nayes, who is very tall and can use those legs to wrap around the ball and wrap around the player, try to used his legs there to play it over to the right-hand side where Salibi was, but he got too much on that, and it flipped it over the kickboard, so it will be a restart for Krakow.
Yeah, Kraków with the kick in there. Stuart Winton, the referee, tipped in the ball, placed it there. Merchant went there and discussed maybe there will be a direct pass because, yeah, of course, because Šitek is there all alone. He passed along the kickboard to the center circle, to the center line, to Merchant. Merchant with a high lopping pass in direction of Kristovski. Kristovski stopped it very well, but immediately is attacked by Rasmus Nayes. He fell down and he gets the whistle. He gets the foul called by Christian Jung. He was close there, and now we have the situation. 4.5 minutes to go. St. Pauli is on 13 fouls, so every other team foul committed in this last 4.5 minutes, resolving a double penalty for Kraków. In this moment, there is a classic free kick. St. Pauli keeper Sven Gronau is allowed to set the wall, and exactly what he did. He came out of his goal and placed 3 persons in the wall. From right to left, there is Nayes, Fersen, and Ruge. And Serdar Celebi stands like 10 centimeters more forward, and he will be the one to run forward and taking high pressure on Merkcan. Merkcan is the one who will take this free kick, tipped in by Mateusz Kristovski between his legs. The guide marking the post. 4 minutes on the clock remaining in first half. 1-0, Pauli in lead. And free kick taken, but it must be a retake because Celebi was already before the first contact close to the free kick. But yeah, the referee didn't whistle, so this chance is done. On the other side, there is a counter-attack by Paul Ruge. The situation has become danger when Paul Ruge came up with speed and he ran there against Šitek with a number 8, and he was a too late void called. So 3.5 minutes to play. It's a free kick for St. Pauli close to the broken line on the right wing. But before this free kick gonna be played, St. Pauli caught a timeout, and I'm quite sure, Pete, that Wolf Schmidt will say one thing: avoiding fouls, avoiding fouls, avoiding fouls.
Exactly, avoid fouls. I completely agree with you as well, Maurizio, regarding Salibi in the wall there, who as soon as the referee blew his whistle, then came out to the wall, but the free kick wasn't actually taken. Downfield is going to be a free kick to St. Pauli when we get the game back underway because of a late void. So void was called, but it was too late. It was after the collision. The call there by Stuart Winton, one of the referees in the World Cup final. We do have the best referees in the world here at Vukovic 2018, as per usual. And no, they are not listening to this, so it wasn't that I'm basically...
but they paid for saying this.
Yes, they did, but we don't have to tell them that. But
oh, my fault. Damn.
So 2 teams over on the near side. There's 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining of this first half.
Unfortunately, my Polish is not good. I tried all and throw everything in to get a couple of words or a meaning, but yeah, I'm quite sure that the coach will say looking for the foul, keeping high the pressure. They changed it from the last timeout. They changed it, the tactic. We mentioned it with Kristovski and Merkcan, the both players who are there arms in arms and discussing a tactic and encouraging them by hitting there on the shoulder. And they did it well in the last couple of minutes, creating a bit of pressure, forced St. Pauli to have the foul there, reaching the foul limit. But the time is running out. They have only this 3 minutes, 20 seconds left in the first half to create danger in the D of Sven Gronau or to get another foul on their favor to have in the 8 meters penalty. But first is position of the ball. It's free kick for St. Pauli. Kraków needs the ball, but it's Serdar Celebi dribbling. He's dribbling far away in the center circle. Could have a decent pass, but nice blocked by a player with the number 5 by Biczkowski. Biczkowski tries to go forward himself. He's in the center circle, try a decent pass on the right wing, but there was nobody. Kristofi has a long way to go to find the ball, but he did. He go into the D, tried to shoot, but he missed it. Bad connection to the ball. So it's Rasmus Nayes to solve the situation, dribbling along the board, but he immediately lost the ball in the infight against Kristofski. Kristofski tries to switch the ball into the center, but very high attention by Serdar Celebi. He goes between and solved the situation, but in the legs, deep into the half of Biczkowski try with a long ball to find again Mirkcan, but it goes too wide in the arms of Gronau. Gronau throws it in again, looking for Rasmus Nayes here in the left side of the final third, but good interception by Biczkowski. Biczkowski could looking for a pass to Mirkcan, but it was a bad pass into his bag, so it's intercepted by Celebi. Celebi powers up, accelerate over the right wing, almost close to the D, but nice defending there by Šitek. Šitek tried to solve and pass it forward, but blocked by Celebi, and from his knee it goes over the goal line. It's thrown in by Bednarcevic.
Even better though, it came off him and went for the goal kick, taken, thrown downfield, and it's just kept in by St. Pauli inside their own third.
Christoph, the goalie?
Being brought forward.
Bednarcevic.
Berzen. Down the left, a bit of a tricky
Krzyszek is
midfield
like
by Pauli, but Celebi will pick it up outside of the D on the right.
Over name, no?
Tries to come across to a more
it's like Mauri, not Maurizio, Mauri. Krzyszek seems like Krzyszek, it's short form.
Goes back to the halfway line. There's a minute and a half remaining. Ruger down the left to find.
But they changed numbers. Here, for example, Mirkcan, the number 3, is not even listed.
Two players in front of him.
On the paper yesterday, he's listed Mirkcan.
To the broken line to start another run. In fact, he
no, Mirkcan,
and
player with the number 3 forward there.
Kickboard, back to the halfway
I have
line.
two lineups in
1
my
minute remaining of this
pocket.
first half.
And I saw one for Saturday because I lose in it, and the other one for Sunday. But I just noticed this morning. But anyway, I know them now.
Doesn't go out of play.
I have two because I saw that. Well, Maurizio is losing on the first day everything.
The referee just taps the ball, and now it can be cleared downfield. Two misses by the defender, and then the second one, or third one, comes off Rasmus Nayes. 40 seconds to go. Ball's on halfway, being brought forward by Krzyszkowski. Krzyszkowski just gets tackled there by Pauli Ruger, and they won't run this St. Pauli because there's 30 seconds to go and the ball is in midfield. No danger of conceding an equaliser at the moment. Krakow struggling to get outside of their own half. Bit of a slap on the back of one of the players there, on back of Celebi by a Krakow defender. Celebi comes forward, edge of the D, gets tackled by the defence. Only seconds remaining, 10 seconds to be precise. So last chance possibly from Pauli Ruger. He needs to shoot, he's just inside the broken line, central position, 5 seconds remaining, just loses control of the ball. He's going to have a pot shot from distance. No, he won't, because the half-time whistle blows, and St. Pauli with that early goal will lead at half-time by 1-0.
It's it, Krakow. They tried to keep up the pressure high. They forced St. Pauli to 3 team fouls, but that was it. No more. They don't get a second opportunity, the opportunity from the double penalty. So they are 1-0 down. They have 20 minutes to go after the short half-time break. 20 minutes to go to score the goal they needed to go to semi-final. Otherwise, St. Pauli meet Madrid. We will be back in a couple of minutes. So we are back on the wave. Last 20 minutes of group stage. It's St. Pauli, FC St. Pauli 1, Krakow 0. Just reminding that Krakow need at least a draw. There was a substitution in St. Pauli's squad with number 29. Mikael Preu comes in and he substitutes Serdar Celebi, who just came here to our commentating position and wanted a microphone to comment. But he will do it in German, so he don't satisfy everybody. Back to the game, there is Nayes playing the ball backward to St. Pauli, to Paul Ruger. The situation is happening in the defense third of St. Pauli. Paul Ruger traveled with the ball a couple of meters, and then he switched the ball to the left kickboard where Rasmus Nayes is trying to find the ball. He found it now, controlled it with his foot on the ball. He turns around very well, could skip 2 defenders like this, still on the left kickboard, but well defended by Biczkowski, who turns around him and kicked the ball away. Biczkowski now trying to find the ball. He did in the center circle, but also nice defending by Reyes, who tries to conquer the ball back. Biczkowski with the pass here on the left wing directly in front of our commentator position. It's Mirkcan in the infight against Hippo Fersen, but Philipp Fersen wins this, controls the ball and passes it in direction of Paulinho Ruger. He found the ball, goes forward, already crossing the midline of the right wing. He has a lot of space there. He could go into the D, shoot, but badly contact. And we've seen this Pete also in the first half. Apart from his goal, he had 2 other situations like this where the speed dribbling was perfect, but not perfect was the finish.
Nah, Pauli Ruger with a glorious chance there to open scoring in the second half. It was in midfield with that aforementioned Pauli Ruger over halfway down the centre, gets to the broken line on the left, cuts back towards the centre. Chance for a shot from Ruger. Edge of the D, he's being pushed out by the defenders. He's by the kickboard on the right now. Didn't get a shot off on goal. He's trying to tackle back, but he's lost the possession to Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan for Kraków. Down over halfway. Screams in anger as he plays it down the right-hand side. And Nyers is back for Pauli inside his own half. No real pressure, so Nyers can go himself down the left-hand side. Mkhitaryan is in front of him. Nyers goes past him, hugging the kickboard on the left. He gets to halfway, then switches play over to the right-hand side. There wasn't a player actually over on the right, so trying to close the ball down is Philippe Verzen. It's inside the D. Kraków now clear, outside of their own half, down the left-hand side, and that's going to run out of play for a goalkeeping restart for St. Pauli.
And Mkhitaryan made the sense to symbol to his bench. I didn't hear it, and that's what we heard yesterday also. If the ball not is jumping, but it's just rolling in the last meters, it's difficult to hear. But anyway, it was goal clearance by Gronau. 3 minutes played in the second half. It's Paul Ruger again. It was the dribbling over the right side. He's already close into the D. He shoots, and oh God, he missed the post on the left for half a meter, and it was Wolf Schmidt shaking his head and say, oh my God, no. But chance missed. Goalkeeper's clearance by Krzysztof Bednarcevic, looking for Mkhitaryan in the offensive third, but well defended by Philippe Verzen. He conquered the ball and goes forward himself. He goes over the broken line in the offensive third, but exactly there on the broken line, he missed the ball position. He needs to turn around and find it again. There's the opportunity for Biczkowski to go between, and Biczkowski conquered the ball. Biczkowski crossing the center line. Biczkowski still pushing forward the defender and the ball in the same moment. Over the right wing, he's not anymore in position of the ball. It's Nyers to solve the situation. He tried to kick the ball down the kickboard, but he missed hit, so it was only 2 or 3 meters. Biczkowski is there to clear the situation and try with a back back heel kick. But on the other side is Paul Ruger with the Conqueror. He go into the D, tried to shoot, but blocked in the last second by Biczkowski there. Great tackle. The ball goes into the goalie zone, and Bednarcevic solved the situation with the right foot, looking for Mkhitaryan, but only he finds is Hippo Verzen.
Yeah, Hippo Verzen will now go forward over the halfway line. He goes into the opposition half. He's the only St. Pauli player forward. He's down over the broken line into the D. Again, last-ditch defended by this time Bukowski, and Bukowski will bring it out over the broken line inside his own half to halfway. Down the centre, tackled by Pauli Ruger, but Bukowski wins it back for the all-navy blue Kraków team. Tackled by Nyers in midfield, inside the centre circle. Lovely drag back by Nyers. Now he goes himself. Only one defender between him and the D. Nyers in the D from the left-hand side. Hits the near right-hand post and bounces down on the line. The goalkeeper then picks it up and throws it downfield. How that didn't go in, no idea. Hit the near post, bounced down on the line. The goalkeeper turns around and picks the ball up and throws it downfield. It's in halfway at the moment with Kraków coming forward, trying to get a shot off on goal, but no, blocked by the defence. At the moment, St. Pauli players just struggling to locate the ball. It's inside the D, dead centre. Now it's located. It's a real scrap just on the edge of the D. Once again, the ball goes silent, so the players struggling to clear, and now they clear up to halfway. And breathe a sigh of relief. There's a clash in midfield. There's a head clash between the two number 6s. And so the referees have just halted play. 5 minutes gone in the second half. St. Pauli still leading by that 1-0.
Yeah, and he said to his bench, we need to switch. Paul Ruger holding his head, have a contact there with the back of Krzyszkowski. Mateusz Krzyszkowski's back, who just informed and say, sorry there, are you okay? But no, Paul Ruger is not okay. He needs to leave the pitch. Every time touching his nose, but there is no blood. At least there was no blood seeing for us, but he preferred to go out, and he's gonna be replaced by Serdar Celebi. And meanwhile, Wolf Schmidt is talking to his team: be focused, but not too much that you go wild, that you go crazy. Controlled, focused and controlled. It's a phrase that especially for Serdar Celebi had a value, because he often plays with a lot of emotion and then take the wrong decision.
It's going to be a drop ball on halfway. Celebi is standing there. I think he's going to pass it back to the goalkeeper. Yes, he does, and gets a polite round of applause for sportsmanship. don't think the ball has actually gone out of play, so Krakow will pick it up inside their own half and a chance to come forward. Central position inside their own third. Ball played down the left-hand side towards Mkhitaryan, and Mkhitaryan doesn't receive the ball because Salibi is there. Inside his own half, Salibi wrestles with Mkhitaryan, who wins it back, gets his back towards the goal he's shooting, so he's shielding the ball, trying to drag the ball back. He's outside of the final third. Lovely little Cruyff turn through the legs of Salibi, straight into the defence of St. Pauli though, and now a counter-attack by St. Pauli. It's with Hippo Verzen. Gets there halfway, centre circle, there's two players either side, Salibi on his right and Nayez on his left. Verzen goes to the left himself and tries to play it to the right where Salibi is. Just misses the ball. This time he plays it to Salibi, who picks it up on the broken line. He's got a clear shot at goal if he's going to take it on the right. No, he stops it from going out to play. He needs to get back towards the centre. Verzen is back on the broken line. Salibi gets to the broken line, stops, now goes back down the right. The angle is quite tight and he's pushed off the ball and it's cleared by Krakow. Downfield for Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan picks it up on the left by the D. Chance if he can move it towards the centre for a shot here. Mkhitaryan in the centre, about 10 yards from goal. Over now to the right-hand side, good close control. Being followed by defence, shoots from distance, and it comes off the legs of a St. Pauli defender, and it will be a corner to Krakow on the right.
Yeah, 7 minutes played in the second half. Finally, you could say, a finish by Krakow in the last minutes. There was more pressure by St. Pauli, but they missed the situation to go more close to the goal. They were too wide outside in the wings, Verzen and also Salibi, and that's what Coach Wolf Schmidt wanted to avoid. He shouted in, go through the middle, not coming from outside, but wasted these chances. On the other side there, now there is the corner for Mirkcan, and Mirkcan is alone there in the corner. That means he will lob the ball inside. That's what he do. It jumped off, but from the right foot of Verzen, inches away from the goalie box, so no permission for Gronau to pick that up. It went outside on the other side on the left wing, so it's another corner. It's our second, which are going to favor for St. Pauli. Just mentioned one last time, Krakow need a goal, otherwise they are out.
Yeah, Krakow need a draw or a win. St. Pauli need a win, so that early goal was crucial for St. Pauli. It's going to be a corner, this time from the left. Mkhitaryan will take this corner. He's asking his players to come forward. There was only one player further forward. Now, coming out of defence is Bukowski, who's going to help take this corner. So he's going to just tap the ball, and then Mkhitaryan will then take it. He's probably going to do a curved move around the D. Actually shoots from the angle on the left-hand side, goes wide. In fact, it hits the kickboard, comes back to the goalkeeper, Gronau, who throws quickly down the left-hand side for Nayez. Nayez inside the final third on the left kickboard. He's got Salibi squared. Nayez drives into the D, shoots. Oh, it just comes off the goalkeeper, goes wide. Don't think the goalkeeper knew anything about that at all. It hit his ankle and then just flashed wide of the right-hand post. A real let-off there for Krakow. Unlucky from Rasmus Nayez. The goalkeeper really got away with one there. Didn't move his feet at all.
I've seen it already in after it passes legs. Luckily, in this situation, it would be the second goal he conceded through his legs. There is the corner from the right side. 11 minutes to go. It's Salibi dribbling along the crossboard, the kickboard, turning around onto the broken line, and then he miscontrolled the ball, so he goes almost backwards to his own broken line. Now he's on the center line, left winged. He tried to speed up from left to right, stepped on the ball, changed direction over the left wing, going over the broken line, going across to the shoot, but Bernaccio this time, he's on his knees, closing his legs. He didn't know why he did it yesterday several times and saved it, and he tried a fast goalkeeper clearance, thrown into Mirkcan, but he didn't find it. Good defense there by Hippo Verzen, who blocked the ball on the kickboard, attacked by Mirkcan, only 4 meters far away from the ground line. Mirkcan can conquer the ball. In the center, there are two players of Krakow. If he could pass, and now they're almost defending for his own mate. Oh no, bad communication. Oh, and again, bad communication. There's Krzysztofski defending by his own mate, Biczkowski. So, thrown away the situation.
Yeah, he didn't really want to be in the way of Mkhitaryan there. He was going to swing a right boot, but it's still inside the opposition third. Krakow, that just comes off Hippo Verzen, stops it from going out of play, and there's plenty of space in front of him. Here goes Verzen, over his own broken line, players streaming forward, the likes of Rasmus Nayez to his left. Verzen slows to a walking pace on halfway, clips the ball forward, good ball if it can be picked up by Rasmus Nayez. No, it can't. It's cleared by Krakow once again. We've had 10 minutes of this second half, 10 minutes to play. Krakow need an equaliser. They need a draw or a win to go through to the knockout stages, and Pauli just need to hold on to this victory. It's inside the centre circle. Player goes to ground, nothing given. It was a Krakow player who went to ground. The ball's just stopped on halfway, and here goes Nias for St. Pauli in the white shirts, shooting from left to right. Goes to the left, now on the right-hand side, runs into a defender and loses possession of the ball. It's quite scrappy in this second half, which won't matter if you're a St. Pauli supporter because you are in the lead. Krakow need that goal. Here goes Salibi for one of the first times really in this second half. He approaches the D just at the moment of impact, connects with the defender who goes down, and there's going to be a referee's timeout because of that injury. Just as he was taking a shot with his left foot, and the ball rolled away from his possession, and he made connection with the defender who's holding on to his shin. The shin pads there have done the job, but it might be a bit of a bruise on Bukowski's leg.
Very painful, but it looks like Bukowski can continue because Krakow is not preparing a substitution, and he's holding his leg, of course, but he's already standing again, and game goes on. 9 minutes to go for Mürkcan. Mürkcan now in position of the ball, crossing already the circle line. Their defense by Nayes. Everybody of St. Pauli is in their own third. It's again Mürkcan, central position, switching 2 or 3 times the direction, and then he's trying to shoot from 14-15 meter speed. No chance to score from there, and he goes wide for 3 meters. So clearance there by Gronau. He's looking for Celebi. Celebi in the infight, pushing the defenders and the ball in direction of the goal from Benacevic, but solved in the last moment by the injured. He's like not going very well there, Bukowski, after this hit. But we jump in the game forward. There is Krzysztofski forward against Nayes. Nayes wins the ball. It's St. Pauli in the position of the ball. 8 minutes to go, and Nayes tried to pass forward to send on a journey Celebi. Celebi controls the ball there. 7 meters to go to the goal, but nice defending there by Šitek, who runs around the striker and gives the ball to his teammate Krzysztofski, right winged in his own defense. Krzysztofski can look a switch for his teammate Mürkcan, but incomplete. Nice interception by Fersen. This could be the opportunity to find the finish. 7 meters to go. He stopped the ball, looking for his left foot, but it takes too long, and Krzysztofski goes between, steal him the ball and tries to counter-attack, but he runs into Nayes, so it's the opportunity for the long and tall player with the number 7. Oh, he's worked there a lot with the arms by Krzysztofski. Lucky for Cracovia that Winston, who was there for 2 meters, don't whistle a penalty. The ball goes over the line, thrown in by Benacevic already, looking for Mürkcan here on the kickboard. Center circle.
7.5 minutes to go. It's Mkhitaryan shoots again from distance. This time comes off the defender. He gets towards the D. A real opportunity here. He can get a good strike on goal. Only a yard from Gronau, the goalkeeper, and he was just a bit enthusiastic there. Although Gronau is a very experienced goalkeeper, and also he understood the situation. It's going to be a foul on the keeper, so they will have this free kick. But no, we were talking about you mentioned earlier the shot from distance. You're not going to catch out a keeper like Sven Gronau with a long-range shot like that, because he's not going to switch off in goal. He's going to be concentrating on the game. You're not going to catch him cold in goal.
Yeah, it's a kind of showing that the power is going down. It's the only opportunity they see Krakow to shoot.
It's a last-ditch effort. Even though there is 7.5 minutes to go, it's with Krakow. Down the left, they're inside their own half, plays it forward towards Mkhitaryan, but it's intercepted by Salibi. Now it's Hippo Berzin over halfway and just being pushed off the ball by the larger opponent. That's Jerzy Sap, who's done well actually in defence, especially in the second half. Pass down the left for Krakow, who are getting a lot of possession, more possession than the first half. The ball's just gone silent on this near side, right in front of our position. Passed forward by, I think, the fading Mkhitaryan, who looks like he's just feeling the effects really of playing the full game so far. He's dropping back into midfield. Hippo Berzin up to halfway for St. Pauli. The ball's just inside the Krakow half. In fact, it's dead on halfway. Back to goal for Salibi. By the left-hand, right-hand kickboard in front of our position. It's quite scrappy in midfield. Neither side really getting possession. Now Nias has plenty of space on the left. He can bring it forward, although the clock has run down to 5.5 minutes remaining. Nias plays it into space down the right. It's a chase on for Salibi. Salibi can keep this one going out to play. He does. He's by the right corner, Salibi. He's just going to try and bring the ball forward, but he overran it, hit his heel, goes out for a goal kick for Krakow, and a timeout called by the team in blue.
5 minutes, 15 seconds left, and St. Pauli had the same idea. They wanted to call a timeout as well. So the Polish coach was faster. He used the last opportunity he has to get this team together. 5 minutes rest, and they need to invest, they need to change, they need to risk. There's no matter if they concede a second goal, they need this equalizer, Pete.
Yes, they do. They need to commit men forward. What would you be saying if you were in charge of the Polish side? Would you be saying just get men forward, or would you come up with a plan? Maybe put one on one kickboard, one on the other kickboard to maybe bring some of the players out wide and maybe have Mkhitaryan down the centre? Would you just commit players forward and say, look, even if we concede a second goal, it doesn't matter because a 1-0 defeat would mean we will lose? Would you just have one defender back?
Exactly, that is. One central defender and pull in Mirkcan in the center of the D, as the Austrian team, for example, played it, because he has a good shot. But he tries it from too far away, from 13, 12 meters. If he tried this from about 8 or 7 or 6 meters, there's a much higher opportunity to score. And on the left wing or right wing, you can place Krzysztofski and also Biczkowski, for example. So keeping high the pressure, maybe conceding a foul into the D and having a penalty. If you don't take a pressure, you cannot score. You need to take risk. You need to pay more pressure, to attack higher and set under pressure St. Pauli, that they forced to make mistakes.
Yes, it's time to roll the dice, time to take a gamble, time to throw men forward is when you're 1-0 down, needing a draw, and there is 5 minutes and 17 seconds remaining of the match. You're going to start with the ball because it's going to be a Krakow goalkeeping throw-out. And looking out onto the field, there was only one man inside the opposition half. Mkhitaryan is on halfway on the far side. It's Biczkowski. So there's 2 men forward now, but still, they haven't got all their players forward or the amount that they can really commit. Good throw down field, missing out is Biczkowski inside the D, and he runs through to the goalkeeper Sven Grunau, who drops the ball outside of his D to Rasmus Nyers. Nyers switches from the left to the right, comes off the kickboard. Salibi goes through his legs, picks it up on halfway. Good tackle though by Mkhitaryan. Inside the centre circle, Mkhitaryan tries a lovely Marseille roulette. Chance for a right footed shot, edge of the D, off balance, just came off the underside of his boots, rolls through to the goalkeeper. No danger for St. Pauli. Early throw out to Salibi down the right. Salibi inside the final third. He just overruns the ball, so he's back with Krakow. A dangerous pass actually across his own D, and Rasmus Nyers can try and intercept it, but no, it's 1-1 back by Biczkowski. On the right, he's got Mkhitaryan on the left. Good ball to find Mkhitaryan down the left-hand side. Mkhitaryan hears it come off the kickboard on the left-hand side. And he's got his hands on the back of number 9. And that's Philip Verzen for St. Pauli. He's got his body between himself and Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan now, central position, edge of the D, chance for a shot, right-footed shot comes off Nyers, who did well to stick with him, and that's going to run out of play for a dangerous corner here. 4 minutes to go.
It's corner, and Krakow keeping high the pressure after this timeout, and Wolf Schmidt, St. Pauli coach, is jumping here. He's totally not happy with the last minutes because the defense, the communication between the defenders are not working. Everybody is playing his own style, he's just said. And so they are running in danger to conceding a goal. 3.5 minutes rest, and corner there for Mirkcan. Mirkcan is alone there, so there will be another lob into the center. Biczkowski and Krzysztofski are right there to waiting for the lob pass.
Sven, sag ihn an, dass der Ball direkt kommt. Direkter Lupfer, 2 bei Serdal.
There is the lob announced by Wolf Schmidt because he reclaimed the communication by his goalie. It didn't happen, and Krzysztofski there, by falling down, he tried to shoot, and there was a slide kick, and Wolf Schmidt reclaimed the foul from the referees. And now it's a referee who whistled, but not for the foul, but for the timeout Wolf Schmidt wanted. And you see how he become nervous. He's afraid of losing this lead, and that's on the one side impressive, the young team of St. Pauli, but on the other side, we mentioned it already in the years before, and we see it in blind football Bundesliga. Because of this young and unexperienced, if they are becoming nervous, it's one to each other to getting more nervous and more nervous and more nervous. And now it must be the main task of Wolf Schmidt, who was nervous also outside, to calm down his team, say, okay, we are in lead, we are defending. Everybody should stay on this position. His position is just what he said, and then communicate with each other who is the first to keeping up the pressure for attacking the ball, and not everybody do what he wants. Okay, I go, communicate and work as a team, and this is what he say. 3 minutes 20 left. On the other side, where's Krakow? Well, there's only one way forward.
3 minutes and 14 seconds remaining. It's going to start with Sven Gronald, the goalkeeper for St. Pauli. So with those words of wisdom by the coach of St. Pauli ringing in their ears, will they just keep the ball for the next couple of minutes? Obviously, Krakow will be throwing everything forward and shooting from any opportunity because they only have 3 minutes to get this equaliser. Remember, Krakow need a draw only to then go through to the final stages. St. Pauli need the win. Long throw downfield, just bounces inside his own half by Gronau. Now Salibi will try and pick it up on the broken line inside Krakow territory. He does on the right, now drifts over to the centre. Salibi turns the afterburners on, chance for a left-footed shot, just pushed off the ball, and it will run through for a Krakow restart. Long throw expected, downfield, and it's running towards the corner, and it's not going to be kept in. Nope, that runs out of play. Another wasted opportunity. The goalkeeper for Krakow just holding his hands in the air to say, look, that was a good throw. It could have been picked up. And the referee has just signalled a timeout. Carried on now, just as one of the players did his shoes up. Long throw down the right to Salibi. Controls well. 2.5 minutes remaining. Salibi turns inside out. Real chance here with a right-footed shot. No, doesn't come in. Now dressed back to the centre. He dilly-dallied somewhat there, did Salibi. Should have taken the opportunity. Ball forward is poor, though, by Krakow. Picked up by Verzen inside the centre circle. He's got good close dribbling skills, Verzen. Can waste a bit of time as well as making an opportunity for himself. He's gone between two defenders. He's on the edge of the D on the left. He looked like he was going to try possibly a Marseille roulette there, but Verzen swings a right boot at it, hardly catches the ball, and it's with Krakow, but in the wrong end of the field for those blue-shirted players, because with 2 minutes to go, the ball is now played forward eventually towards Mkhitaryan. Can he keep this one from going out of play? Yes, he can. A chance for Mkhitaryan to come towards the centre and shoot. Mkhitaryan now, edge of the D, central position, shoots, and into the back of the net. It's the goal that Krakow wanted. It's the goal that Krakow needed, and it's the goal that Mkhitaryan is celebrating. A right-footed shot in past the goalkeeper, low past the goalkeeper. It's the biggest celebration we've seen today. It's 1-1.
And it's a one-man show from the corner there. He conquered the ball. He turns around. Wolf Schmidt was living here, there, say, oh, you are too far away. Defenders too far away. Salebi, keep up the pressure, but he was not allowed to influence there. And it exactly happened what we discussed in the last timeout. If Mirkcan came closer to the goal, and this finish was from 8 meters, perfect, down in the right corner, he has more opportunity to score than from 14 or 15, obviously. So 2 minutes left, no, not even 1 minute left on the clock. Pauli's under pressure. They need a miracle.
They do, and I think Krakow here will just try and keep the ball, and then when they get to the opportunity of playing it downfield, just get the ball outside of their own half, and then just try and keep the ball in the opposition territory. They haven't done so. It's Verzen up to halfway on the right, runs into the kickboard. Plenty of players coming forward for St. Pauli. Verzen on the broken line, central position. There's lots of defenders in his way, as there will be now. All the players will be back for Krakow, because they're just going to hold on to this. Runs out of play for a goalkeeping restart. 30 seconds to go, and the goalkeeper will try and take all of the seconds that he can here. There's the referee's whistle, throwing downfield, straight down the centre, and that's going to run through to Sven Gronau, and he will do exactly the same downfield. Long throw down the right-hand side to Salibi. Salibi picks it up with 13 seconds remaining. He doesn't. It runs out of play. That could be the deciding play. It's going to be back with the goalkeeper. Only seconds remaining, and it's going to be Krakow who advance through to the knockout stages. Long throw downfield from goalkeeper to goalkeeper, and that's the point that Krakow needed. The goal late on by Mkhitaryan, a right-footed shot past the goalkeeper, and you can hear the celebrations on the field. There's dancing for the shirts of blue Krakow, and the white-shirted St. Pauli players. Some are sitting down, and it's good to see some of them going over to the players. The manager and coach of St. Pauli went over to congratulate the players of Krakow, but they're understandably delighted in their own celebrations.
Yeah, the Sunday morning started with two surprising results. There was the draw of Vienna that permitted Avoy Brno. They were almost dead. to come in the semi-final. They are preparing now against Worcester, who come into this pitch. And in this second game on this Sunday morning, Pauli looks like the sure winner. In my opinion, honestly, being honest, in the last minutes, Krakow seems like to be dead, not finding the response. But Mirkjan show how it works. He went in with a nice bow, shot it, get the perfect connection to the ball, placed it perfectly next to the post.